Good morning, students. I am Raman Gupta from Government College Bara, and in this video, we'll study another literary device, which is the name of the device is Conceit. It is very useful and has been exercised by many poets in literature. So let's begin. First of all, we'll see the definition. What does it mean? Conceit is a figure of speech in which two vastly different objects are likened together. Conceit is a figure of speech in which two vastly different objects, the things or the objects which are vastly different, there is no similarity between them, are likened together. They are made similar together with the help of similes or metaphors. Using simile or metaphor, simile and metaphor are comparisons. Using these comparisons, they are likened, they are made similar, though they are vastly different. So, conceit is a kind of comparison to make the things similar. Conceit develops a comparison which is exceedingly unlikely but is nonetheless intellectually imaginative. A comparison turns into a conceit when the writer tries to make us admit a similarity between two things of whose unlikeness we are strongly conscious. I'll again read it for you. Conceit develops a comparison. As I have told, that conceit is a kind of comparison which is exceedingly unlikely, which is highly unlike, but is nonetheless intellectually imaginative. A comparison turns into a conceit when the writer tries to make us admit, when the writer tries to make us believe that a similarity between two things, he tries to show us the similarity between the two things of whose unlikeness we are strongly conscious. And at that time, when we are aware, totally aware about the unlikeness of the things. For this reason, conceits are often surprising. This is the reason conceits often surprise us, because we know the entirely different things that they can't be compared at any cost, but still they are compared and made us think that there are some similarities between them. So, conceit is a strange kind of comparison. For example, it will not surprise us to hear someone saying, "You are a snail," or "You are as slow as a snail." These are simple comparisons, as "you are a snail," a metaphor. You are as slow as a snail. As we understand that the similarity is drawn on a common quality of slowness. The quality of slowness is being compared of the man and of the snail. However, we will definitely be surprised to hear someone comparing two levers with the legs of a draftsman's compass. If that will be very surprising if we compare two levers with the legs of a draftman's compass, as there are two long parts of the compass and that two long parts have been compared with two levers legs, so that will be entirely different and surprising also. Thus, conceit examples have a surprising or shocking effect on the readers because they are novel comparisons, unlike the conventional comparisons made in similes and metaphors. So, these are some strange and surprising kind of comparisons which are not commonly heard and seen in conventional comparisons like similes and metaphors. Similes and metaphors are traditional and common comparisons which are generally used, but conceits are surprising and shocking comparisons. The next is conceits in everyday life. When do we use conceits? In everyday life, we can surprise and amuse others by using conceits like love is like an oil change. Love is like an oil change. Or the broken heart is a damaged china pot. So, if we use such kind of comparisons in our daily routine, in our daily life, these are conceits. If we compare love with an oil change, do there is some similarity? Do there some similarity? No, they don't have any similarity. Love and oil change, entirely different things, but still they are being compared. It means that here conceit is being exercised. The broken heart is a damaged china pot. China pot and heart. Is there any similarity? Do you think is there any similarity? No. Heart is an organ and china pot made of china clay, china clay. There is no similarity, but the damaged or broken china pot has been compared with the broken heart. Very surprising and very strange kind of comparison. So, this is conceit. Students, are you getting? This is very simple to understand that whenever we use strange kind of comparisons between the things which are entirely different, these are conceits. In these examples, the attempt to compare two noticeably unrelated objects makes the comparisons conceits. Conceits in real life may give complex ideas and emotions an air of simplicity by comparing them to simple day to day objects. As in, my life is like a free online game. People seem to be playing with it. In day to day life, generally we show or we use such kind of comparisons, though they are very strange. We can understand, we compare these things sometimes with our emotions and sometimes with our life events, incidents. As the example shows, my life is like a free online game which can be accessed or played by anyone, and people seem to be playing with it. Examples of conceit in literature. This is the next point. Let's analyze a few examples of conceit in literature. If we see Romeo and Juliet, a famous play by William Shakespeare, there are conceits Shakespeare has used in it. William Shakespeare makes use of a conceit. In Act 3, Scene 5 of his play Romeo and Juliet, here Couplet comes to Juliet's Capulet. Here Capulet comes to Juliet's room after Romeo has left. He finds her weeping and says, "Thou counterfeits a bark, a sea, a wind, for still thy eyes, which I may call the sea, do ebb and flow with tears, the bark thy body is. Sailing in this salt flood, the winds thy sighs, who raging with thy tears, and they with them, without a sudden calm, will overset thy tempest tossed body." Here he compares Juliet to a boat in storm. The character Juliet has been compared with a boat in storm, a boat which is now in a storm, has been compared with a human character named Juliet. So, this is all about conceits. Students, if you find any problem, you can call me and you can ask me through any means which you like, whatever you like, and I hope you will learn it. And thank you and have a nice day.